Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the Open Great League. Today we are going to be using the Cobalion pair with the Feraligatr and the Lapras in the bag. So basically ABB double waters in the bag, good against fire types. Unfortunately, we are going to get met with kind of a core breaker as the Torterra is running a Mud Slap fast move, and we're just gonna have to shield no matter what, right? Yeah. Stone Edge was gonna get used. We are gonna shield, and we're gonna face this Corviknight now. We're just gonna tank the move. They only go for the air cutter, which is good for us. We're gonna go straight back into the Cobalion. Cobalion looking to tank a move, and indeed we do. So this is interesting because now we've gained a good amount of energy that we can chip away at anything that comes back in, and that's indeed the case. This Torterra is going to have to potentially shield or let this go, and because they let it go, they have a lot of energy that just went down the drain. This Feraligatr here is going to be able to force the last shield into this Charizard. Unfortunately, the Charizard did get the boost, and now we have to think about potentially figure out how to win this end game. We are gonna easily take out the Charizard with our Lapras, and they come back in with their Corviknight, which has little to no health. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Lapras at the end, thankfully being the tank that it needs to be. Okay, interesting lead here. We are going to stay in and fire off this Stone Edge. Our opponent does build a lot of energy. We're going to call the bait. Nope, unfortunately it's going to be the overheat version, and we're going to have to switch out immediately. We get met with a Belly Bolt. This Belly Bolt is going to be a problem. We are gonna force one shield, but can we force another shield, or will they let this go? Okay, they let it go, makes sense too. They can easily tank that. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to shield here, so looks like we're gonna have to just try to win this game with the Lapras, but it's gonna be pretty difficult as you can see right here, they can shield or let this go. Okay, they actually let it go, and they come straight back in with their Weezing. The Weezing goes for the Sludge. We can tank that. And wow, we thought we threw on good timing there, but unfortunately they catch the move onto their Kyurem. This Kyurem is going to have to throw a move. We do catch it back into our Cobalion, so that's a little bit of hope. We're going to go for the Ice Beam here. They decided to let it go, and that's going to allow us to farm down. This allows our Lapras to use its Side Wave fast move pressure to take out the Weezing. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game somehow, some way, tanking that overheat and leaving that Cobalion with a sliver of health as our catch win con. Okay, next we have Cobalion into the Empoleon. Really good lead. They are switching out into Regidrago. Regidrago, we don't have a clear answer for, but we are going to be able to chip and dip. We're going to shield the first one because they basically only have big charge moves, and we can tank the next one. Here we're going to over farm, and then we're just going to fire off this Ice Beam before they get to another move. Down goes the Regidrago, and now we're going to see the Empoleon come back in. Empoleon is easily going to be able to tank these moves, but we're going to force them to switch back out, hopefully. And what is that? Ends up being the Dragon Como-O. So looks like they're going to fire off a upper hand that we just let go because we have pretty much no chance to take that out with the Cobalion. And now we have to make a decision. Are we going to shield here or let this go? That was a 50-50 call, and they are going to be able to get the Clanging Scales. We're going to go straight back in with our Lapras here. Can we get this Empoleon low enough that we can farm down? No. Even with the Sparkling, they still survive it, and we still have to somehow farm down. So GG's to our opponent. Unable to win against that Como. Maybe if we shielded the Clanking Scales, things would have been way more different, but tough call at the end. Against Cradile Elite, it's going to be pretty good. They go straight into their Blastoise. So Blastoise is going to be pretty bulky, and they did build up enough to go for a Skull Bash, so we decided to shield right there. And at this point, we just got to fire off as many Hydro Cannons as possible. We know that this is going to be a Hydro Cannon, so we just let this go. We're going to fire off another Hydro before they get to any other move, and they decided to just let it go. Here, we're going to try to farm. It is running the Bullet Seed version, so the pacing of it is a little bit different. We go for the Ice Beam, and they decide to just tank the move. Okay. So they definitely have another answer to this Cobalion. That's indeed the case. And we see the Driploom lurking in the back. And we are going to just be able to fast move them primarily and apply a lot of pressure. So GG's to our opponent. On to the next game. Okay, Cobalion into the Primeape. This is kind of neutral. However, our opponent does have to build to a close combat, and that's why we were able to throw the move first. We decided to call the bait, but they go straight for the close combat. We're gonna have to shield here because it is building up to close combat again, and unfortunately we see the Belly Bolt lurking in the back. However, Feraligatr has a good amount of energy, but they decided double shield, and that's not good for us. At this point, because we have the energy advantage, we're going to shield and then get to this third Hydro Cannon, but this is already double boosted. This is not looking great for us. Parabolic Charge easily takes out that Feraligatr. Our opponent does switch into their Jelly, and unfortunately for us, the Jelly is going to be a pretty good answer for Lapras. So unfortunately, it looks like it was kind of a team comp situation. Never really had a good opportunity to match up our Cobalion into that Belly Bolt, and that was pretty much the win condition. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.